Raider Nation. What's going on, Raider Nation? Thank you guys for tuning in from Las Vegas, Detroit Sports Radio. My name is Mr. Rip'em Raider, aka, and it's on tonight. What's going on? How we doing? How we doing tonight? 1-3. How you feeling about the 1-3 record that we got going on so far? How you feel about it? Before we start, make sure you hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Give your boy some support. And if you don't like what we're doing today, you got the option to leave a comment. So leave a comment. Today, what we're going to talk about is the game coming up. The game coming up. The do or die game for our season coming up. Is it really a do or die game? For me, I think it is, because it shows where we are as a team. But if we lose the game, we still got others, right? Right. But it's definitely going to be a struggle, especially how we lose this game, right? And I'm just speaking about the Monday night game versus Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. That's the game I'm talking about. But fast forward, let's get the show on the road. Let's get started. Let's go. Anyway, what's going on? Again, your boy, Rip'em Raider. So, let's first of all recap last week, which I thought, and we're going to recap just in my thought. We ain't recapping, we may talk about some stats and whatever, but I may randomly hit you with some stats. But I thought last week's victory was awesome. Broncos country, county, whatever you want to call it. That victory over Russell Wilson was an awesome victory for us. We needed it. We got our first win in the division, which I think is going to pay dividends throughout the season as we continue to play these divisional matchups. I think the key to that victory was the run game. I think that going forward, I think if Josh McDaniels if he's a good coach, if he's a great mastermind, as they say, he should take some pointers from that victory. And the pointer is to run the ball. You can't put Josh Jacobs in a situation where it's a contract season, a contract year, and not give him the ball like you did the first few games. 8 catches, 9 catches, 8 touches, 9 touches, 11 touches, 12 touches. You can't do that with Josh Jacobs. If it's a contract year and you want this guy to show and prove, you have to give him the ball. He has to get the ball no less than 25 to 30 times a game. If we can minimize the time that Mahomes touches the ball, we'll win this game. If you give Josh Jacobs 25 to 30 touches a game, and you secure that offensive line can hold up, we can win this game. It's not a game that we're going to win. But if you don't, if you put the ball and if you get slick and you feel like you got control of this offense and you give Carr the keys to pass and you give him the idea to Adams, not to say that won't work, but we're going to lose that game and we're going to lose it bad. Adams should have at least 8 to 9 catches, which is cool. Everybody, you should spread the ball. Carr could actually have about 30 completions, 200, 300 yards. That can be done. But Josh Jacobs needs to be the bell cow of this offense. We need to run, pass, run, pass, run, pass. We need to do something where Josh Jacobs can get his carries because he, to me, in my opinion, is the best running back in the league. And the proof shows. Just look at the footage. Look at the footage, man. Some of them plays, he was breaking 5, 6 tackles, 4 or 5 tackles. He wasn't the first player didn't even have an opportunity to touch him. So, put him in a position where the offensive line is blocking for him, and then you just let him do his thing. Let him earn his contract. We're going to win this game. If we do not do it that way, we will not win the game with Derek Carr. We will not win the game with the game being on Derek Carr's shoulders. If the game is equally spread out within the run and the pass, the run needs to set up the pass. The run needs to set up the pass. If we can do that, come this Monday against the Chiefs, it will be a win. 31 to 24, 31 to 28. That's what I'm going with. If We do not do that. If it comes to a situation where we're putting this game on Derek Carr's shoulders, expecting him to make magic, because he does have Devontae Adams out there, not going away and not taking that away. But I don't think the offense is set to actually utilize all that. Let's say if our offensive line was intact, like complete, solidified. Uh, we have weapons to where if our offensive line is solidified, we can take advantage. We don't have those weapons. We don't have that offensive line to where we can take advantage of all the weapons we have throughout the game. You know what I mean? It's rare that that Derek Carr can look at and get all 4 looks, 5 looks at this. You know, the first receiver, second receiver, third receiver, fourth receiver. Let me throw it to him. It's rare that we're gonna have that much time because we have so much inconsistency with that offensive line. How do you defeat that? How do you get over that? Run that ball. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line, you give them just one gap to open. One gap. That's it. But versus passing and expecting him to get through all his reads, it's pretty hard. It's pretty rough. So I think if Josh McDaniels can learn from that, from the last week, 28 carries, I think Josh Jacobs had 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. If he can learn from that, run that ball. And if it's not his play, if he's tired, you got Zamir White back there, bro. He showed you thus far. Look at the stats on when he played the game in the preseason games. Look at the stats. The first 2 games. Look at the stats. So, my opinion, running the ball gets us a 31 to 24 to 28 victory. Not running the ball, not getting that ball to Josh Jacobs or anybody else more than 30 times, 25 to 38 times, we're going to lose. We're going to lose bad, bro. Because if we ain't running that ball, we ain't running the clock. And then we're giving the ball right back to this guy. He's a shapeshifter. And I think the difference between the two is Mahomes is having fun. Mahomes has never been hurt. Mahomes don't have that over his head. Mahomes is in there as a kid having fun. I think the favorite sport that I like is bowling, right? If I can remember when I was in the league, I was the captain of my league at some point back years ago. The pressure was just so much because I had to compete with people who actually bowled more than me, and I couldn't transition over to that competitor's edge. I didn't have that, right? Boom. Fast forward, league's over. You know, we played first 3 games in the league. Boom. Now, you know, some people stay past when the league is over. Some people stay just to practice bowl, and I was one of those people. I blew everybody out. Practice bowling. I was having fun, but when it came to pressure, I folded. And I think Carr is sort of in that vibe because he got hurt. The line is not as good as everybody else's, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of pressure on him. He just doesn't perform like he should. There's times that he does. I ain't saying that. But more than likely he won't. And he ain't. And he don't. So I think that's the difference between him and Patrick Mahomes. In addition to, you know, Patrick Mahomes is very aware of the game. You know, whatever. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying run the fucking rock. Run the ball. Josh Jacobs, Zamir White. Give these guys the ball. Give Josh Jacobs the opportunity to earn his contract, and then we will see dividends in this game. Uh, we beat them last year. We had, the second game we could have won. I think we fouled up somehow. And I think the key to defense to winning this game is to spy Patrick Mahomes. Don't give him no time to be back there trying to figure this thing out. Because the more you give him time, the more these guys are able to get open. Kelsey is definitely a playmaker for him. Don't give him time to get to Kelsey. That's probably his first read at this point. Hill was probably his first read. He ain't got Hill no more. He does have Hartman. Don't sleep on Hartman now. Because what teams can do is make a mistake and say, oh, they ain't got Hill no more. So we're going to single coverage this guy and give him a little bit extra time, maybe a second or two. But Hartman, bro, is just as fast as Hill. And if Hartman ain't been playing yet, ain't ball out, this could be a breakout game for him if we get lackadaisy on this guy. So, to Patrick Graham, I think the key to that is doing what we've been doing. Good bump and run, good tight coverage with a spy on every play. Do you understand? Max can get to the quarterback. $17 million on the other side, just not doing it just yet because he's demanding double teams. I don't think I just don't think he's doing it. But we certainly, if he ain't going to get to that quarterback, he needs a spy. Somebody need to be a spy through the whole game. I think if we can do that, we can run the ball. We can get a spy on this guy, right? Get a spy on Patrick Mahomes. We can win this goddamn game. We can win this game. Like I said, my final score would be 31-28, 31-24 around that time. If we don't do these things, and it's complete opposite, whew, sky's the limit for them guys to score and give us a real rousting, give us a real spanking on the behind. But fast forward, again, I just wanted to chime in to get you guys some information on how I felt about this game going forward. Come Monday night, I will be back on air. I think after the game, or even like maybe that day after, to give you my insight. And hey, listen, if we win with none of the stats leaning towards what I'm saying, I eat my goddamn shorts, or I do some shit online, do some shit on the air that really shows you. Hey, I apologize, but more than likely, I think the recipe that I'm giving you guys should be the recipe that we should use, and then if we do use, we will come out victorious. So that's my insight on that. Uh, Again, before after I definitely want you guys to hit the like button. Share this thing around a bit. If you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe. It's a little different than what you got. What other people are doing. I certainly want to give a shout out to those guys who are doing their thing, who I'm really impressed with. A lot of them stepping up. So certainly want to give them a shout out. But I am your boy, Rip'em Raider. Rip'em for a reason. AKA Mr. Rip'em. But I will be with you guys more frequently. Again, life happens, man. I had to take some time away and take care of some things. With that aside, I do want to say, if you know anybody out there who's struggling with reach out to your homeboys, man. Reach out to your close ones. Reach out to your family because it's very important that they know that they're wanted in life, man. But fast forward, boom. Hey, listen. My prediction for the game: if we play it right, if we do it right, Raiders 31, Chiefs 24, or Raiders 31, Chiefs 28. We can win the game. It ain't the end all, man. You know, Raider Nation 1-3 today, 2-3 come Tuesday, hopefully. I'm your boy, Rip'em Raider, aka Mr. Rip'em. Get at your boy. Share, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the comment. Put a comment down there, man. Let me know what I could be doing better. Lighting, all that other whatever you got for me. Fast forward. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm your boy, Mr. Rip'em.